Hello, how's it going? It's NG here, and today what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly make a zombie map in World at War. I'm just going to make it like a 3-room, have it all function, and hopefully it's going to show you guys how easy it is to make a zombie map. So I got a script placer sexy version here, it's called, for Mr. Hanky. Now this is the one that most people use, it's the most basic, so I clicked Rees, because I want to make a Dree-style map. Now we're going to name it Nazi Zombie _ Speed. Now the reason why we're calling it that is because now it's just it's easy because we're making a map fast. So now we got that, so we're gonna open Radiant up and we're gonna launch that thing I just made. Okay, I don't know if I actually opened 2 or whatnot, so I don't need Mr. Hanky open anymore. I'm running so much stuff, it seems like, but not really. I'm seriously, Elgato kills your computer. Okay, so we got 2, we only need 1 open. This is where you make your map, so we got Elgato, stuff like that, because I was messing around. I actually deleted my tools and reinstalled them, that's why this is empty. I installed some prefabs to make my life a lot easier. So here we go. We got our basic map. This is actually what it would look like for you guys. Now I'm going to turn that off because I'm not using that right now. Stop. Okay, hit N. Okay, now this is our entity window, so I can see what we got. We got risers. Okay, these are probably dogs. I don't want dogs. Okay, so I want the dogs. I'm going to delete. So what you do is you do that, and then you should go outside and delete the dog spawn. Now that's a riser spawn there, that's why it's outside, so that's what these little red things are, they're riser spawns. These are path nodes, so you can walk around, this is just a floor, these are the player spawns. Reflection probe, so like any like reflections on your guns and stuff like that, lighting, it's all done by a reflection probe, and then this is a light, shift click to get it. Okay, so now that we got that all sorted out, so we're gonna wanna make our room, oh shit, that's for making your like surface and shit. Boop, escape, okay, So let's just make a very wide start room here. Like that, okay. When you use a script placer, it typically generates a small room for you to begin with. If you ever see test maps, these are usually what they're made out of, like the material is this. Oh shoot, okay, I think I need to get to 8. Grid 8, so it's 4, I didn't know. I usually don't have them connect. I don't know if it saves space or not, like with memory. So we do this, and we're gonna go like this. And this is how you make a room, okay? So we got basics right there, okay? Basics, I'm gonna right click on the grid. No, sorry, right grid, click, yeah, on the grid. And we're gonna go to sun, create. So now we got a sun in the map. You can't really see it or anything, but we got some sort of a sun. So we're gonna click here, textures, usage, tools. Actually, we're gonna select all these brushes. Bam, bam, bam. We're gonna hit chalk. Now we're gonna do the floor. So this is a see-through texture. It saves a lot of memory for people who use laptops. I always try to make my map run the smoothest. I don't portal the map. I think it's called portaling, which makes it run even smoother. But I have a really hard time with that, so I don't do that. So we're just gonna add this in. Okay, we're gonna keep it. The texture is the same right now. Now we're gonna grab this textures, usage, interior wall. And then we're gonna go for something. You know, this is usually the standard stuff you see on people's maps, so we're gonna add that. Okay, there's not much running room, so I might make this. These are the spawns right here, right? Okay, so we're gonna make this go out like this. Bam. Bam, and bam. And then I think what I want to do is I'll make the doors on the back here. So we're gonna copy this, put it back to the 8 grid. I'm just gonna drag it like this. This is how I make my doors. Like that. We're gonna copy it. We're gonna do the same thing to this side. Now the reason why I copy and move it along is so we can get the textures all in the same spot. So if I just grab it in the middle and move it without like resizing it, it gets kind of weird. Where if we go like this, for example, here I'll just show you. So right here, it's all seam. Now if we go like this, I'm like, oh shit, I wanted that close, and I pull it back in. It's like you can see like right in this area, it's not the same. Like there is ways to fix that, so just saying that too. So this is how I normally would do it, and then I'd go up and make the top, but I gotta figure out what I want to do for door still. So usage, door. We'll just use these double doors here because again, I want to use like stuff you usually see in average maps. So I'm just trying to space this out so I can get a texture. Okay, well, we gotta do the roof here. This guy, if he was standing here, yeah, I could probably bring it down. We're gonna go in one unit on both sides. Okay. Now, see, you can go like this, because if you pull it out of the back, it's not the end of the world. It's easy to pull it back in. I'm using 8 grid because I feel like it's one of the best grids to use for sizing. Perfect, like that. Okay. Now, we're going to go to the inside trim here. Now, you could, usually I would put a whole different brush around for a trim, but because I'm just trying to make this fast, we're in textures, showing use, we're also going to add that to it. I guess we should probably add that to it right here. Boom, okay. Extend the floor back to 2 more units. Okay, perfect, like that. I'm gonna grab the front here. I'm gonna drag it right to the back. There is other methods, but I feel like this is one of my favorites and I find it the easiest. Actually, I can go to a side grid view. Now that beep sound you just heard, that's radiant saving. So like that. Now see, there we go, we got that. We're just gonna click that and add that to it. Okay, perfect. See, like I said, like this is all see-through because like you don't see this, so why make it so you see it, right? Why make it load? So bam, we got ourselves a main room here. Now we're gonna go into here, right click. Come on, sorry, my mouse is moving a little bit when I do it. We're gonna go to script, brush model. Now you can use models for your doors, and you can put a clip around it and link it up the same way. But again, like I'm just trying to save time here, so we're gonna see these doors from both sides, so we're gonna grab it on both sides. We're gonna textures, usage, door. Grab this. Now as you see, these are not lined up. So what you do is hit S and hit fit, and bam. Now it still looks a little wonky on the one side, not this side. Bam, bam, fit. Okay, probably one more. Fit, because I don't know why. I feel like it's not meant to be a model, and that's why it does that. So we hit this, hit S, bam. We go up, down. So now they're both good. Now that's just a 2D texture too, so it's nothing amazing. I'm gonna try to save time, and I'm gonna COD Zombies, World of KVPs. Save it. Okay. Where's my doors? So I can see it all. So we got our trigger right. Okay, so we just need target name, and then we're gonna go to door left, and then there's one more, spawn flags 1. Now what this is, if you hit dynamic path, it should also do it. So spawn flags 1 just means it deletes itself after, I believe. Okay, so now we can just sorry, I had something come up on there for like moving weird, so I just hit X on it. Now we don't want this to be the exact same target name, or else the trigger will open both of them. So I'm going to change this to door right, even though like that's completely the opposite. Okay, so we got door right, door left, perfect. So now we're going to right click, and we're going to go to trigger. So this is what the player goes up to. So we're going to be able to activate it from both sides, but that doesn't mean I want to be able to just buy it from either side, because we're going to add a riser spawn in just to show you, because like risers are really nice. So we're going to like that. So when the player walks up here, should be able to buy it. So we're going to go to zombie cost, and we're going to do 1,000. And we're going to go to target. Oops, target, and then we're gonna put that name in, so door right, and now you should see lines connecting it to that. Oh, sorry, I put target name in. Zombie debris. I know it says debris, but I just say it like that. So this is target. So target name. So target's the target name. So we're gonna go door right, and then a red line should appear. Oh, I don't have the translucency on, sorry. So I go like this, and I turn this on. Oh, blue line. Okay, it's a blue line. Red line must be weapons or some shit. So then we're going to go to script flag. Then we're going to go to zone 1 underscore zone 1 underscore 1. Okay. I believe it's script flag. It's either script flag or script flags. I could look that up quick. World at War. Zombie KVPs. Okay, we're gonna look this up quick on UGX. So this is where you can come all the time when you need it. I'm pretty sure it's script flags. right? Script flag or flags. We're gonna go to debris blocker. Now we don't need all these. These are just to be more advanced. Script flag. Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't flags. So bam, we got our trigger there. Now we're gonna go to this side. We're gonna put it on this side. Same trigger, right? Door right, but this is gonna be spawn flag 2. So this is gonna mean it's gonna target back to zone 1. Zone 1's already officially done. Like it's already enabled, but I think this links up the pathing. It doesn't really matter. So what we're gonna do is copy these, and you're gonna see the line come with it because it's still calling that door until we go like this and change that to door left. And this will just prefix it for these. And due to the fact that they both go into the same zone, means I'm gonna have to go to zone 3, zone 1, zone 3, and then zone 1, zone 4. So like these are just to say different ways of coming in, but like even though like it just shouldn't matter because it's only one, it's one room to the other room. So we got that. So actually, I was gonna put a room right. I was thinking of putting a wall in between here, so I'm gonna do that quick. Okay, I went the wrong way. Okay, so we're gonna go to like we're gonna go like that to that. We'll just do this like this and this. See, like when you're actually, oh, I shouldn't do that. When you're actually making the map, it seems like it's a lot less time than it actually is. I don't really know how many 2 units. Okay, well I got 2 units right there. We're gonna copy this door, rotate it, and put it here. So Control D rotates. I wish I had a thing in the corner that would show you guys. Okay, so we're gonna change the target name of this to door mid, so for middle. So now those spawn flags actually matter. Like so this right here, zone 1. So actually, what we're gonna do is zone 1 underscore 1. Okay, so that's zone 1 underscore 1. Now this trigger here is gonna be zone 2 underscore 2 because this is the second way you can enter the zone. Like these are different. Like this KVP doesn't matter. It's gonna be put into another file. So zone 1 underscore 2. Okay, this is gonna be start underscore zone 1. This will be start zone 2. Okay, this will be spawn flag mid. We're gonna go mid 1, or how about zone? Actually, I that one doesn't matter because I think I linked this. I think I made this zone 1 already. Yeah, so this will be zone 2. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna call this right here zone 2-1, like that. Okay, that's gonna be the first way to enter it. Zone 2-1, and then this is gonna be so zone 1-2, and then this one right here is gonna be okay. What's being called here? So the target name. Oh, okay, I think that's what it is. Target door right, door mid, target door right. Okay, door underscore mid. So that's what it was. So door mid. So zone 1's and then this should be zone 2. Zone 2-2, right? And this will all start making sense in a second once I get these zones all hooked up. So this right here, this is a zone. It's called the volume. Super easy to get one into the map. It automatically loads with one though. So you just write it inside the playable area here. I'm just gonna do this. So this is so the zombies know like where you are. So this is start zone spawners. This is a default like your normal spawn. With Mr. Hankey's script placer, your default one is actually called initial spawn. But it's weird because it's called twice, but it's called 2 different things both times, so it kind of messes everything up. Okay, so we're just gonna grab that and make that really big so we can get in here. So this is zone 1, as I said. So we're gonna go zone 1, and then this here. This could actually say like anything you want, but zone 1 spawners is like the easiest thing you can put because then you know exactly which one it's calling. You could call it like meal spawners or something. Say you got meal kick in there. So this is zone 2. Zone 2 spawners, and then zone 2. Okay, perfect. So let's just make sure we got. Okay, so this is zone 2-2, zone 2-1. Start zone 1, start zone 2. Zone 1, 2. And this should be zone 1. Okay, perfect. So those are all linked up, so they're going to work perfectly. Adjacent file. Okay, and we got our volumes and all that. So we got our zombie spawner here. We're just going to make two. Yeah, we're going to make actually just one window just to make life a lot easier and faster. So how I make windows, there's a clipper tool. I've never actually like really used it, but I just go like this. I find this the easiest way to do it. Bam. Just like making a door, but you can add a bottom piece to it. Usually around like waist height or just a little bit under. So right there, we're gonna make it up a little bit because I like to make mine look like windows actually. So like that. Okay. And we're gonna have to add the textures in here. So like I said, texture use, showing use, bam, boom. Now we're gonna have to add some prefabs in here. Right click, misc prefab, and you're gonna go into zombie mode, and then you're gonna look for window underscore door underscore med. Is it door using underscore med? That was window med. I think that's messed up. That might be a different one. Prefab, zombie mode. Should be window underscore med. Should be right at the bottom. Yeah, window med right there. Control DD, and then these arrows, you want them on the outside. You want them on the outside, or its player can start glitching up on your thing. So bam, like that. Okay, perfect. Note, I would copy this, move it up, and fill this in here, and then put a player. See, this says mon. That means for an AI, so a zombie. If you go to tools, you can look for, I should say, player, 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 right there. Now, a player cannot jump out this window. It's a clip. We better add a walkway for the zombie too, like this. Actually, better make it a little wide, like that. Okay, so we got our zombies. Okay, this is a normal spawner because it's in the middle of the map. It also, the KVP does not have riser written in it. So it says start zone, so that one will spawn automatically. We got these risers too. Boom. Click this, hit delete. Perfect. Okay. See, our zone here is, it's doing this funky thing because it doesn't have anything linked to it. So if I grabbed, let's just do one zombie in each. So this should be the fine flesh means it's going to immediately go to a player. If you don't have that KVP, it will start running around and it'll start running looking for a window. So, oh shit, that was supposed to be zone 2. Shit. Doesn't really matter because as long as the KVP is linked up. Oh shit, I did change that to 2. So there's zone 2, and then this one should be zone 1, right? God damn it. Bam. Okay, so it's still going crazy because we have not added this guy in yet. So this guy here is just going to sit in the corner of the room. You won't see him unless you mess up the spawn. I'm just going to put in every room like that. Okay, so these are all different ones though, even though they're all linked. So if I change the KVP right here to zone 1 spawners, see exactly, the line goes there and it stops doing that freaky thing. And then this one's got to be zone 2 because this is zone 2, and bam. So we got that. We got our zombies. Now we can actually load it. Zombies will spawn. Now let's quickly add a weapon. Oh shoot! Quick. Ugh. Delete that. This big arrow thing will come up when you play. It's stupid. So zombie mode, and then you have your weapons. You want weapon underscore upgrade, like the underscore upgraded one, because that's the Dries file one. So we'll go for PPSH. Everybody loves PPSH. I was kind of stupid to think I would do the PPSH. Okay, we got this. We want our trigger to be on the outside of it. Okay. Yeah, see, triggers on the other side of the... Oh, no, it's not. There we go. Perfect. So what I typically do is I take it all the way down to like a 25 grid, and I just stick it out a little bit just to make sure. So I think I can go like right there with it. That's about head height, I think, when these guys... Okay, right there. So we got that, and then we're just going to quickly add perk machines. So I have this thing called Sniper Bolts Tutorials. So I go like this. I can go power switch. It should load without power if you don't have a switch. So we got Jug in zone 1. Misc prefab. Now, you only get your default World at War ones. You gotta script the other ones in. I'm not going to show that right now because I'm on time limit. Oh, actually, you know what? I gotta lower these perk machines down. It doesn't matter how perfect they are because, like, myself, I'm not really going to complain because it's just a test map. Okay. So we go Misc prefab. Put Sniper Bolts version 1. We're going to go to sleight of hand. First, put that in here. Yeah, the triggers are all weird on them though. Usually I would stamp it using the stamping tool, and then that way you can move every layer by itself. In my most recent map, Difesting, I took away the looking for change, which is the auto bump trigger. So if you hit this button here, the stamp button, you can like look at it. See right here, this is the should be the perk rattle. So I usually put that down like that. I usually actually just make this a full-on clip. Oh, it's a clip snow. So the clips are different. They have different effects to them when you like run into them sounds. So I usually just put these clips right up to the ceiling. And this other clip right here, this is the buy. So I usually just would stick that like that. So that's how I normally do mine. But you know, it's not the end of the world. I just thought I'd show you. So save that. We're gonna put the light down. We're gonna change the light to about a 400 radius to fill up like most of the room. 450, perfect. And we're gonna go into these rooms with about a 300 and another 300. And then we're gonna grab a reflection probe. We're gonna put it around head height because that's typically where the player is. And we're just gonna go like this. Usually, I think they say you usually put it near your shiniest object because that's where the reflections are going to be seen. So we got those. This light could probably come forward a little bit, eh? Bam. These are player spawns. We don't need to do anything with them. They're already here. I'm just going to lower them down actually a little bit. So we just go like this. These are path nodes. So now we're going to actually do something here. Now I believe they are about 64 units apart, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Boom, boom. So like these are how the zombies are able to walk. So typically I just line up like this, click drag, oh shoot, grab the ground. And we're just gonna go like that, perfect. I typically will put in extra 1 or 2 like right here just so the zombie can know better. I still need to add the action node form. So misc, prefab, traverse. Like you pretty much, once you start making one room, you just copy paste it to the next room, everything you need, and then just rename it. So like that, we're gonna put that in the middle there. We're gonna lower it down so it's just a little bit above. There we go. So now the zombie will crawl over at the top of that. And then these are the action nodes. You don't want these path nodes in them. It does cause a little bit of a fight with them. Okay, so now we're just gonna quickly grab this, move it up because I'm gonna retexture it all like that, like that. Perfect texture. Usage, ceiling. I'm just gonna slap this on because why not? It's called World at War. There we go. So now we got on that. We got all our vending and all. We got a wall weapon. The treasure chest you add it the same as the other stuff. I guess I can add one quick map prefab. Sniper bolts version 1. The pack punch is the same way. I'm not going to do it though because I'm just not in the mood. So you want chest begin. This is your first chest. It always spawns weird, so you hit control tab and then bam, I can see it now. Just add it in here like that. Okay. Pull that in. And I think I noticed because there's pre-built fog in World of War. I always deselect everything, hit I, change the grid up high, and I like to bring it up to like right here, the map. I like to bring it way up in the sky because then like the preset grid stuff, it just doesn't affect. So we got our nodes. We gotta actually put them in the other room now. Think about it. If you put a node in the middle of the door, it sometimes makes it a little bit easier. It's gonna come up as an error when you compile it. It doesn't like you doing that, but I don't care. I just like to make sure my map runs properly. Okay, like that. And we're just gonna go back with one more because we got the risers. Perfect. And I'm gonna grab. We're gonna do 1, 2, and do this just to make the door run. Put one in the middle of every. Okay, these ones are pretty close, so I'm just gonna put another one right there on the other side. Okay, everything should work now. If I go to play a map, got that. We got our risers. So that's everything in Radiant. I think I need to do. Oh, actually, you know what? For drops, right click, trigger multiple, and then you just put this in your playable area. Now all this is playable, even in the door frames and all that. So we're just gonna go like this. We're not gonna, and we're gonna hit N. We're gonna go to target name, and then we're gonna name it playable under area. And then this tells the game like it can put drops in this area. So like that. Close that out. Okay, we don't need these KBPs anymore, I don't think. Okay, now we're gonna go to Call of Duty World at War. I have Notepad++, helps a lot. We're gonna go to raw maps. You can make your life a lot easier by doing this, like bringing these files into your map, but just because right now I'm just speeding through it, we're gonna go here. Okay, this is all, delete that shit, it's gibberish. So right now we want to turn dogs off, so mixed round, so we're gonna go to false. False. Okay. Now dog should be off. Looking. Uses power switch. False. Perk need power. False. So if you got true and false as your two options right here. Functions call. Okay. JSON file. So these are your scripts you were making earlier. This is all commented out. The 2 slashes mean comment and also slash with a star. So this is the start of a comment and then this is the end, or this is like just means one line. Sorry, this just means one line when it has the 2. Okay, so now we got our JSON file. See, it says initial zone. Typically, I would say start zone because earlier up it was called start zone. So just okay. Oh yeah. So see how it says enter. Now it's typically nice to leave your radiant open for this. So our zone was called. Do I have zone 3 or is it? So we got start zone. So start zone to zone 2. So then we got zone 2_1 and then zone 1_1. And then we got zone 1 to zone 2. So I'm pretty sure that's zone 2_2. And we got zone 1 to zone 2 is zone 1, right? Zone 1 to start, right? Start_zone. So now it would be start zone. I think this was 1. I'll just go through and relook it up after in the map. So now we got our 2 zone 2s. So when you have 2 doors going in, you typically need to have 2 of these. So now we got start. So the zone 2 goes to start zone, and it also goes to zone 1. So I think this should be zone 1_2, and then this will be start zone 2. Now don't quote me on this. I'm just gonna quickly look it back up. But like this is just how to basically make a basic Doriz style map. You add your weapons on the walls like that and all that. And then you can get a little bit more base. A little more advanced with it. So let's just look at these things here. So this one right here. So start zone to zone 1 is zone 1, zone 1. Okay. Start zone to zone 1, zone 1, zone 1. Okay. Which means this start zone to zone 1, zone 2. So zone 2. Yep, perfect. Same way. Okay, now zone 2. So those are all good. Now let's go. Let's check going to. So from 1 to 2 is zone 1, zone 2. I mean zone 2, zone 2. Zone 2, zone 2, which means the other one should be zone 2, zone 1, and _1. Okay, perfect. Now let's check. Now this is the one I wasn't actually sure about. I was pretty sure. So this one's start and go zone 1, zone 2. Okay, yeah, these are backwards. Okay, let's just make sure the other one's actually says the other thing. Okay, perfect. Save it. Exit. Okay, now these JSON files should be good. Now we're going to go up in here. Yeah, everything looks all good. So we're actually quickly just to show you the start zone thing. Where is that? Right here. See zone. So this is the initial zone spawn when your map is active. See, it says start zone. So the initial zone wouldn't work with that. So we changed it to start zone. Okay, so that's all good. We're gonna go into the mod quickly. Should pre-build it in here. Maps, zombie mode, and we're just gonna go to score, and then that's gonna give us this 50,000. Okay, yeah, we'll go 50,000. Now I'm gonna go to dog because I really don't want it to spawn dogs by accident, so I always just do this anyway just to make sure. I know a lot of people would laugh at me for doing this, but it makes life a lot easier than recompiling your map. Perfect. Okay, so the maps, dogs should definitely not work now. We got our zombie cult loadout and all that, so everything should be good to go. Reflection path build that. So what you do is for this one, just the normal one, you're just gonna go like this, and then you're gonna go to your map and you're gonna hit compile. We're gonna see. This should just take a couple seconds. So you're just gonna let it do its thing right here. So while it does its thing, do. Sorry. I'm just waiting for it to do. But also, I'm just going to talk about another thing I'm thinking about doing is I was going to look up online how to make, like where to buy all the stuff to make a motor vlog set. So I'm going to get the GoPro all set to my camera, figure out how to do all the editing and all that, because I really think it'd be kind of cool to like do motor vlogs, because I love driving my bike. It's kind of shitty time of year, it's the end of the year to do it, so hopefully I can build up my channel throughout the year. Ignore all these errors. This is because of a patch file. It's saying the sounds are already added in. I know it's stupid, but it just does that. At least the sounds work. There we go. When it says blue, it's good. It's good to go. So hit build fast files for the patch. This is, I don't even need to do this, but I'm just going to show you to do this because this takes 2 seconds to do. Bam. So that's for your, come on. Okay, that's for your co-op. So make sure everything's selected. Hit build. Now, I don't have a menu file, so solo button does not work in Call of Duty World at War. So bam, it's all done. So I'm gonna exit my recording and re-enter it, and I'll be in game. Okay. Hey guys, we're back. So as you can see, I got my command prompt open up top. Just quickly show you. Hit options. Go to game options. Enable console, and then hit yes. Now this opens up. So like I said, solo button does not open the map. So hit console button, which is your squiggly thing beside your one, and then type in your map name. I'm gonna go dev map to load it, else you just usually put map. So dev map Nazi zombie speed. So this should load hopefully, and we should spawn in, and everything should work quick. So we're in the map. Okay, yep, see the okay, meaning the zones will work and all that. So right here we go up, should give me the PPSH, perfect. There are sounds. Quick revive. I'm not sure if the bottles are going to work or not, so I'll wait a second. So there we go, we got our drops working. Here's our zombies. Ooh, what's that lag? I think that's usually caused by a spawner. So, clearly I caused something with a spawner is messed up. So it only does it once a game. Co-op would get a connection interruption there. Okay, there's our, we do have perk bottles. Okay, my screen's a little wide. Okay. So, yep, we have no skybox outside. That takes 2 seconds to add, but I didn't show you because I didn't want to call the model in. So we're going to run. This should give me a thing. Okay. So if you get too close, it's not going to let you buy it, because the reason why I put the triggers back is so you can buy it from the other side and enable it. So we go like this. All spawners in zone 1 is enabled, so perfect. Double points our shaders are showing up. So like that. Ooh, sorry guys, I have my that probably came up on your screen too. I just adjusted the volume. It's probably echoing in there. Forgot about that. Okay, so yep, we got all of our perks. Here's a mystery box. You have to usually change the file, because I think there's a little bit of editing to do to get it to work possibly, so it moves. I don't know. I always had an issue with it. So there you guys go. That's how you make a map, start to finish, make it all work. We're gonna open this door too, just to make sure it gets an okay. Okay, nothing came up there, surprisingly. Let's just make sure the zombies walk through all the doors. It looks like they're gonna. So this is World at War knifing too. I usually use a different knife. Okay, well, yeah, see, they're all moving, they're all walking through the doors. So that's as simple as it gets to show you how to do it. So that's an all-in-one, start to finish, how to do it, all the stuff. I didn't obviously get too in-depth with the controls of Radiant. You'll have to learn that yourself. To add the KVPs, you gotta hit, I think, N or M. So it's not giving me a trigger for this barrier, though. Now, I don't know if, I don't know what's up with that. That is weird. Huh. That is really weird. It might have been the trigger I used. I might use the wrong one. So we'll go no clip. We'll see. Yeah, right there. See some errors because I'm not in the things like this. Bam. Okay, well, I hope you guys did enjoy that. As always, peace out.